The 2020 domestic football season is about to come to a close, but fear not, football lovers, as the international game is about to crank up a notch with the return of the UEFA Nations League. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at Nations League Group D, Section 2. It's the final, boys and girls, of the old group stages, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Nations League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one. Rowski, of course, yes. So here it is. It is the final conclusion. We've done each and every one of the groups, and I'll give you a spoiler alert. I did them all in the same day. Sore throat. Yeah. Woo! So I'm looking forward to wrapping this baby up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, we'll take a look at them in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the Patreon gang, the VIP gang, for supporting the channel in the way that they do behind the scenes. Yeah, so much love to them. You know, puts a smile on my face, gets me out of bed, and it gives me the energy to come and do these videos. And look at this. I did, like, what, 14 videos back to back to back? That shit's unreal, boys. If you want to see more of this, support the channel in another way, you can join the illustrious VIP gang off Patreons. Patreon.com/RoversSeas. There is a link in the description. Check it out. But until then, let's, of course, check out the final group. It is Group D, Section 2. And, of course, because this group is a little bit weird, I can be a little bit bigger. I can do stuff. I'm right here. I'm not as tiny as it was before. Hopefully I got it right. So we're going to start with, of course, let's take a look at the groups. They are joined by Gibraltar are in this group. They're managed by Julio Cesar Ribas. They play their football at the Victoria Stadium, captained by Roy Chipolina. The most capped player is Liam Walker, 44 games to his name. Top goal scorer is Lee Cascarillo. Just 3 goals. Chance to double that, triple that even at the end of this. Currently ranked 196th in the world. Highest rank is 190 in 2018. The lowest rank is 206 in 2017. Of course, they have a rover on the books as well, Louis Ainsley. Hopefully, he'll get more game time. As he actually, I think he's actually representing Gibraltar. But he's a youngster, defender. Get him in there. Get him in there, boys. Anyway, joining them will be Liechtenstein. Oh, yeah. They're currently managed by Helgi Kolversen. They play their football at the Rheinpark Stadion. Captained by Martin Buchel. Their most capped player is Peter Jelly with 132 games. Top goal scorer is Mario Frick with 16 goals. Currently ranked 180th in the world. Their highest rank was 118th in 2011. The lowest, 191. Oh, yeah, 2017. And wrapping up this group will be San Marino. Oh, goodness me. They are the worst team ever. San Marino, I'll tell you, let's just talk more about these in a minute. But they're currently managed by Franco Valriella. They play their football at the San Marino Stadium. They're captained by Aldo Simocini. Their most capped player is Andy Silva with 74 games. Top goal scorer is Andy Silva with 8 goals. Currently ranked 209th in the world. Highest rank is 218th in the world in 1993. Lowest rank is 211, which is 2019, just last year. But what gets me is San Marino is in smack dab in the middle of Italy, surrounded by Italians. Surely there must be some Italians that are like half San Marino that can make these a decent sort of, unless there's some rule that they, you know, I don't know, some sort of local rule that it can't be that way. But but let's just bend the rules a little bit. Get a couple of these young Italian guys who are not that good enough for Italy, but good enough for San Marino. Just kind of, you know, bend the rules a little bit. I don't know the rules of what makes a San Marino a San Marino. Same could be said for Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is in the heartbeat, just like Luxembourg, surrounded by France, Belgium, Germany. Surely there's some people out there that are like half Liechtensteinian, half German, half French, whatever. Get them in there, and then you could turn this shit around. They can't be ranked top 180 forever. Just get them in there. Same could be for Gibraltar. Gibraltar's part of the British Commonwealth. You know, there's a lot of, you know, Louis Ainsley as a rover. There should be surely some other people with Gibraltar links, grandparents, whatever it is. Get involved, get your team, get your country up there, because it's a source site, and they need a bit of a change. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get into it and take a look at the game. And once again, because of this state of play, there's only a few games to talk about on this one. So yeah, these games will be taking place. There's only what, 4 games apiece on this bad boy. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with Alrighty then, of course, because of the state of this group, kind of tiny little mini group, I'm quite big again. I'm in your face. I'm in your face. Of course, we're just going to plough through these. Of course, just go through each and every one of these. I'm not an expert on any of these countries, if any of them at all. I could only name one player, and that is Lewis Ainsley from Rovers, and I don't even know sure if he's a full-on international. But yeah, so Rovers, not Rovers, but Gibraltar are in this group, of course. And we'll do match day by match day when they come around a little bit later on. But right now, we want to see who will come out on top. Because basically, if you come out on top on this group, you're going to go to League C, boys and girls. That is absolutely tremendous for the likes of any one of these. You're going to be joining the likes of Luxembourg and the gang. So let's get into it, of course. Take a look at the game starting place on the 5th of September. Gibraltar will take on San Marino over in the Rock. And it will be a 2-1 win, I think, in favour of Gibraltar. Yes, that's what I'm going with on this one. 2-1 win in the end for Gibraltar to get themselves off to a nice positive start. Meanwhile, San Marino will take on Liechtenstein in the second game, this time their first game at home, and I think the San Marinos will also get themselves an opening day victory. So after the 1.5 games, San Marino picking up a win, Liechtenstein with a defeat, and Gibraltar 100% record so far. Into the second match day, well, not really second match day, it's kind of confusing, this one. In fact, let's back it up a little bit. The San Marino game against Liechtenstein will take place on the 8th of September. This is all how awkward and twisted it gets. The next game will take place on the 10th of the 10th, of course. Big day in this house. Liechtenstein taking on Gibraltar over in Liechtenstein. The first opportunity for Liechtenstein to showcase what they've got on their cards. Only 2 home games apiece for each one of these nations. And Liechtenstein will grind out a draw on this one, 0-0 in the end over Gibraltar, which will keep Gibraltar an unbeaten record so far. And I said this before and I said it again. The likes of Gibraltar, Liechtenstein, San Marino, their record books show a top goal scorer with very minimal goals. This is a chance for whoever is playing for their countries to really put a cat amongst the pigeons. A couple of 3-0 wins for Gibraltar, Liechtenstein, or San Marino, and a goal scorer could have 5 or 6 goals to his name. You just don't know. So yeah, good chance for these nations to get some appearances, get some goals under the belt, get some wins into the thing, and the wins breed confidence. And you know what, you might end up, after a nice campaign here, you might lead up into the World Cup campaign a bit more positive, a bit more upbeat about your nation, and also get the fans believing as well. Because again, the likes of the San Marino fans, again, if the fans are allowed back in the stadiums, they hardly ever see their team win. This is a great opportunity for them to pick up a result against Liechtenstein, or vice versa, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good opportunity for all of these lower footballing nations to get some belief, some confidence, some goals as well. Next up, we have Liechtenstein taking on San Marino on the 30th of October, and it will be a win. I guess goodness gracious me, a positive, unbeaten campaign for Liechtenstein at home, and also a clean sheet campaign as well. They've also suffered a defeat though to San Marino. Very, very difficult group. This one really can't decide. This could go either way. In fact, have a quick look at the results. It's very tight. Into the penultimate game, we have San Marino taking on Gibraltar on the 14th of November, and it'll be a victory for San Marino. Look at that. They've scored 1, 2, 3, 4 goals in their campaign, an unbeaten home campaign as well, with a 2-1 win over Gibraltar. Puts Gibraltar on the back burner, and they'll have a monstrous game against Liechtenstein to get themselves to boot. And I see Liechtenstein losing this one, Gibraltar picking up the victory. And again, unbeaten campaigns across the board for all the home sides on this one. And that's what I think. That's what I think will happen. I think Gibraltar will take 2 victories and an okay sort of away day form in the end. So yeah, what does that do to the table and Nations League D Section 2? Well, I think I've got Liechtenstein in a 3rd spot with 4 points on the board, 1 win, 1 draw and 2 defeats, -2 goal difference. Meanwhile, San Marino will be in 2nd with 2 wins and 2 defeats and 6 points on the board. And then wrapping up will be the island of Gibraltar. The Rock will come out on top with a 2 win, 1 draw and 1 defeat record to the name. 7 points on the board. Just 1 point shades it for them and puts them into the likes of Nations League C, I believe. And unfortunately for Liechtenstein, despite all my fanfare, they will still be rock bottom. But anyway, that's for now. I'm sure this Nations League is a good idea, and the likes of these boys will get better from it. I'm expecting to see Liechtenstein picking up some victories over the way. And you know what? Look at Luxembourg. Luxembourg used to be chief with boys, and now they are at Nations League C level, and they're battering away with Greece on a regular basis. So yeah, it's all good in the end. I do like it. It's just a little bit complicated. Let's get me in my office here. It's still a little bit complicated about the old qualifying campaign, what happens for the winners and all this kind of stuff. I just don't know. It's very complicated. I think there's actually Nations League popping up all over the world, in South America and all that kind of stuff. I don't know for sure, but yeah, the UEFA one looks to be a nice success. Of course, Portugal are current champions But, and of course, at this level, Gibraltar and all that, their wildest dreams of ever reaching a Nations League final. But yeah, this concludes my verdict of Nations League D Group 2. Of course, we've done each and every one of the groups before. If you've missed it, make sure you check back on the channel, see how your nation got on. Of course, it's just my opinion. Be sure to get your own opinions in the comment section to tell me what you think will happen in this video, and of course the rest. And of course, as the match days come by, of course, we're probably looking at around about the back end of August for the first match days. I'm looking forward to doing those, so make sure you check back on that. And also, the best way to do that is also smash the old subscribe, smash the little bell so you don't miss a beat, boys. Don't miss a beat right here at Blackburn Overseas. It's not all Blackburn Rovers, of course. We do international football and of course Football Manager, FIFA, all that kind of. It's all here under one roof, skis. Of course, if you want to support the channel in another way, there is a link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. Check it out in the old description. And also follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. But yeah, Nations League, my overall grand predictions have come to a close. Of course, we're going to do it all again, match day by match day, so stick around for that. But until then, congratulations to Gibraltar. Unfortunately, Liechtenstein, you're still shit. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.